Hi, I'm Dr. Cath Watson. PD Insurance has invited me today to talk to you about the charity I'm involved in called Healthy Pets New Zealand. So Healthy Pets New Zealand is a registered charity that funds research into projects that help improve the lives and health of our companion animals here in New Zealand. We fund research into things like the human-animal bond, into improving diagnostics, into improving treatment options, and this takes a whole range of forms. So some examples of the research that we have funded include a project at the moment that's looking to try and find the gene that's causing a fatal disorder in German short-haired pointers right here in New Zealand. It'd be pretty cool if we can identify that gene and try and stop that disease becoming widespread amongst the breed. We've also funded research into a new diagnostic tool for oral squamous cell carcinoma cancers in cats. These cancers take two forms. One of them develops really quickly and we've really got no chance of treating, but the other one we might have a chance of treating. So that diagnostic test is going to give us the chance to be able to tell those cancers apart. And on top of that, we're now funding research that's looking into using drugs that have been around for a long time, but using them in combination and repurposing them to try and treat these cats, to see if we can actually find a treatment protocol that means these cats can have a much longer and more comfortable life. And on top of that, we're looking at really novel stuff like using totara, which is the extract of the New Zealand totara tree, and using that to treat common skin diseases in dogs. Using hardware store products like Sally's Kneaded Steel to help knit bones back together. Sounds kind of simple, it's a little more complicated than that. So Healthy Pets is made up of a group of trustees, and our trustees come from a range of veterinarians and veterinary nurses across the veterinary industry. So we have people who are actively involved in research, people who are involved in general practice, and people who are involved in teaching, and generally veterinarians who have a passion for improving our knowledge when it comes to how we help animals get healthier. So to fund our research, we have three main grants. The biggest area is discretionary, and that covers pretty much everything. And thanks very much to PD Insurance, our principal sponsors, we're able to fund a reasonable amount of research each year, at least 2 to 3 projects a year, looking at lots of novel ways of doing things. We also have some very specific grants. One of these is the human-animal bond, which is sponsored by Royal Canin. So this is looking at why the human-animal bond is important to companion animals and to humans. What is it about that bond that makes this relationship so important for all of us? And then thirdly, research and practice, which is sponsored by the Companion Animal Veterinarians branch of the New Zealand Veterinary Association. And this grant's trying to encourage practice in research. The veterinarians who are working in clinical practice, they're the ones on the front line, they're the ones that get to see what's going on in the world at the moment, in the world in New Zealand at the moment. And so what's important to us? What do we need to know? What questions do we need to answer? And that's what Healthy Pets is about, funding research for, so we know what we can do to help pets in New Zealand. So as well as research, Healthy Pets is also aiming to educate. So we like to get around to the veterinary conferences so we can tell the veterinarians out there with the research that we've done and let them know the outcomes of that. But also we like to get out in front of the public so we can help educate people about the new stuff that we're learning about cats and dogs and other companion animals in New Zealand. What do they need to do? One of these events that we've got coming up shortly is called Dogs Day Out, which is what it sounds like. It's a day out for the dogs. But on top of that, we're running an educational seminar on the Saturday evening. So this is Saturday the 26th of November in Invercargill. So that evening we're going to have a range of speakers talking on nutrition and behaviour and arthritis. And then the following day, on Sunday the 27th of November, we're going to have a day out for the dogs. So you can come along with your families and your dogs, come and check out the various clubs. So we have the Southland Sled Dog Association who are going to be doing demonstrations and have a go. The Southland Dog Training Clubs, you can see what agility or obedience or fly agility, scent work, all of that really fun stuff that you can do with your dogs. And we're also going to have the Southland Kennel Association and some of the breed clubs there, so you can find out all you want to know about the different breed clubs, as well as exhibitors from a whole range of companies that sell stuff that's cool to do or have for your dog, as well as services. So Healthy Pets relies on our wonderful sponsors, the likes of PD Insurance and Royal Canin and Companion Animal Vets, but also we rely on your help. We need donations from people who are passionate about the pets and making sure we keep New Zealand pets healthy. So if you'd like to help support Healthy Pets New Zealand, we would really appreciate it. Please go to our Give a Little page, Healthy Pets New Zealand, and make a donation, and we will very much appreciate it. And you can sign up for our newsletter as well and tell you all about the stuff that we're doing.